Hey there YouTube world, my name is Matt Schwartz and I'm the Welder Geek. And if you want to see what about making my chest armor / dough, stay tuned to the video. Starting off, we are using the templates that I designed in AutoCAD. We are going to use high strength 90 spray adhesive to adhere it to our 050 3003 aluminum. And then we're going to make our way over to the shear. Here at the shear, I'm going to blank out all of our individual pieces that I can with the shear, and then I'm going to shear off all the straight edges that are reachable by the shear. That will get our project started. The next thing I'm going to do is center punch all of the little hash marks that I've put in the AutoCAD drawings to represent all the holes I'm putting in each plate. There is a bazillion holes, so there is a lot of center punching to do. Next, we're at the rotary index punch. What we're going to be doing here is punching holes in the inside radiuses of all our pieces, making it easier to cut on the bandsaw, and it also leaves a really nice little radius edged. On to the bandsaw. Now I'm just going to get the rest of my parts all cut out, all the rest of the lines, everything. That's what the bandsaw does. It just finishes off all of our hard to get to places. So this tool here is something I designed for the Boba Fett chest plate. It's for our little chest diamond. I'm going to use it here on our little center section and just emboss this iron heart in my center section here. Next, we're at the bead roller. I'm going to use a set of tipping dies to go ahead and put in a couple lines. These will be accent features in the chest plate. It just kind of leaves a little groove, and you'll see this when I peel the plastic off, but it adds a nice feature, some texture to the chest plate. Next, we're going to put a couple bends in with the apron brake to kind of form this ab plate. Back to the bead roller. I've designed in all of my templates this little overlapping leg that hits up nicely with the stop, and it just makes it easy for me to make a nice straight bead. Now I'm back over at the shear, and I'm going to go ahead and shear off all the excess that I can with the shear, and then I'll cut the excess off over at the bandsaw on all like the curved corners. But this just makes a nice straight edge off of that bead. Now I'm going to go ahead and hem over these beads, leaving a nice rolled hemmed edge on the edges of my armor. Now on the corners here, there's always a little excess, so I'm going to go ahead and nibble that off with a pair of snips. I'm going to be riveting together these chest plates. I'm going to go ahead and use this hole punch here. It's an 1/8 inch hole punch. And I'm going to punch in all the 1/8 inch holes, and then I will be using an 1/8 inch hammer rivet to attach all the plates. Before I rivet everything together, I'm going to go ahead and form this chest plate around my chest. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a tweak here on the sandbag, just getting it a little rounder, I guess you would say. Now I'm going to rivet everything together. Now that the chest is riveted together, I'm going to do a little bit more forming here on this bottle, and I'm also going to be forming the rest of the plates that will be all attached together here in a few minutes. Now I'm back over to the bead roller with the edge over dies. I'm going to go ahead and be rolling all these edges over so these plates fit together nice and tight when they're all laced together. Now I'm going to be using this Roper Whitney punch to put in a bazillion holes.
Alright, a little change of venue here. I got all my holes put in all my plates, so I'm going to show you where we're at. I got all the plates bolted together, and boom. So I just used some temporary bolts, got all my holes put in, as you can see here, and got my stuff all bolted together. So what I need to do now is I'm going to go ahead and lace. All this stuff gets laced across here. I've got my little crosshatch things here. This will all get laced together, and I'll take these bolts out as I lace them together. This will also get laced in the place right there. I've also gotten, since you see me last putting all the holes in here, I went ahead and fabricated all my back plate stuff because it's not exactly the same, but the same process to put the back stuff together. So I'm gonna get this stuff laced together, get the back plate put on, the collar, all that stuff I got fabricated. So I'm going to start lacing this together. I'll get a little bit of this on video, but it's just going to be the same rinse and repeat all over again. So I have a lot of work ahead of me here, lacing all this together, and then I feel like once I get this all laced together, boom, we're going to be looking really good. So So I'm gonna get started, get the camera kind of set up, kind of do that, and I'll probably start here. Actually, no, I'll probably start with the cross hatches on the sides, get those laced together, and then I'll work my way around this, lace that. I'll get my collar laced into place. I'll also I have 4 holes here for the bigger rope. Get my little toggle that I'm putting here, because that's how I'm going to attach this side, is with the little toggle and loop system. And we'll get the back laced, and that will be, actually no, I got to lace in all the skirt too. So a lot of lacing. Like I said, I'm not going to get a lot of this on camera, just kind of snippets here and there, because it's going to be a lot and it'll just be redundant. And then after I'm done getting it all laced, I'll come back and explain exactly how I went about doing it. Better showing you than me just fast forward going, you know, all the way through this whole deal. So I'm gonna get stuff set up and I'll get started doing that. As you can see, I have gotten my dough completed here. There's a lot more work in here than what I showed. I showed the fabrication of the front side here. I just want to kind of show the back side, and then I'll kind of walk through what I've done to weave all the pieces together. Now the back is really similar. You know, it looks different, but it's really similar to the fabrication of the front. That's why I didn't put it on video. We've got our main piece here, just kind of like the front plate here, and then the 3 strips on the side and the bottom as well, and then the collar. So this was all fabricated the same way I did the front. As you can see, I've got my little cross hatches things kind of holding everything together, and then this back little section here that kind of just holds that to this plate here. How I went about doing the collar. Now you can see this piece here. This piece here was made by Iron Mountain Armor Works. They do a lot of samurai armor. I bought this piece and then I stitched it onto the collar. But you can see I've got some 5/16 rope kind of woven through here. I've got my little toggles that actually hold on my shoulder armor here. These things just kind of go underneath here and are held on by those toggles. You can also see here, I've got my skirt all woven in. This is all woven kind of like a start going through the back to the front, and then down and over and back up, and it's just woven, wrapped around all the way around this. You can see here on this side my closure from the front to the side. Got a couple ropes here that will go like so, and this is how this is closed. They just kind of toggle around these ropes to hold it closed on this side. On this other side, I have a hinge with a pin, a little rope that I kind of flared out here to kind of make it look cool, and this is what kind of joins the 2 pieces together. Front side, you've kind of already seen the front side here. Got the collar hung. I got the loops here with the toggles here, and when I wear this, it just toggles like so, and this carries the weight of it all. Like so. So there is a ton more work in here, as you can see, but it's all just weaving. Weaving, and figuring out how to do my closures on both sides. Kind of open this up here again, and you can kind of see what the inside looks like. And this is what the inside of it looks like. A lot of rope or lacing all woven together. Kind of cross hatch these in here. These I didn't tie because they hold tight enough just being loose like that, and that doesn't bother my body. I wanted to be able to have the ability to shorten it and lengthen it if I needed to on all this stuff. This collar section, I've just stitched the same way, kind of done some of my leather work. I just put 2 holes and then put a needle through, tied it in a knot, cinch it up just to hold this into place. But this is the completion of my dough. I'm super happy with how it came out. Fits really nice. Get this put on and kind of show you guys how it fits with the rest of the armor. And then yeah, that will be the end of the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all the stuff on and we'll take a look. And all right, this is where it's at on body. And this is where we're at with the costume. Feels great. Feels like I can move all the way around. Man, these samurai really knew what they were doing when it comes to movement. I haven't had like my full metal Mando armor on this. Anyway, a little better than this. What we got coming up next? Got the hell. What do you guys think of that? I feel pretty rad in this thing. Anyway, this build video is going to be up over at weld.com. This is just the prototype helmet. I'll be making another one for the video. So yeah, it's the helmet video will be at weld.com. Probably the next video on this series will be the swords. And that will probably be the last. Planning on just doing some wooden katanas, kind of in the theme of the dark saber, and then kind of the color pattern of the vibroblade. I was kind of thinking of doing a blue katana. The short one will be blue, and then the other one will be like a black deal. Anyway, that's not all finalized, just the idea right now. So yeah, what's coming up next on the Welding Geek, I'm not sure. I'm considering doing a clone armor set, but not for sure yet. I gotta figure out yeah, where to go with that. So stay tuned to where I go next. If you guys enjoyed this build series and are enjoying it, I would appreciate a sub. Like the videos, it helps with the algorithm, it helps get my videos out to people. I know they've been coming few and far between. It's just because I know these videos have been short, but man, just everything takes a ton of time. So and life's going on, and so I haven't been able to post as much. So appreciate those who have been sticking with me. There'll be more to come. Just got to decide what that next video is going to be. Can't wait to do that. So anyway, yeah, what else do I got? I think that's it. Oh yeah, Patreon. If you want access to the templates to this build, even the chest, those will be over at Patreon. And that's another way you can support my channel, keep me building cool stuff. So make sure you go check out my Patreon if you're interested in templates for the Mandalorian build, for the Samurai build. I'm doing a separate chest, so if you just want to do a Samurai armor, there'll be a blank one that doesn't have all like the chest and stuff like that. So both of these sets will be available over there at Patreon. I really appreciate those over at Patreon. You guys have been keeping me going through this entire build. The stuff's not cheap, and those who are sticking over there for $5 a month has been a massive help, and I hope all those templates have been helpful. So yeah, I think that's it. My name's Matt Schwartz. I'm the Welding Geek. Thanks for watching, guys.